What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Doing another subscriber requested course here in the Backyard Simulator. This is actually, there's going to be a little bit of a delay from when you guys see this, but I'm actually back from Florida. Haven't picked up a club in about a week, but enjoyed my time in Florida. Had a good week worth of golf. Played every day besides one day, but we are officially back here in the home simulator, so we're going to give it a go. I've been busy the past few days, and I also somewhat purposely didn't want to come out and either play on course or go. I was debating coming out here to practice, but I figured since for that week down in Florida I was using my old clubs, my old TaylorMade rocket blades that were like 10 years old. This is going to be the first time that, one, like I said, I've swung a club in a week, and two, going back to my actual club. So I figured it'd be kind of fun to not do, I did a purposely abbreviated warm-up. I hit nothing but choke down 48s, and unfortunately there was a lot more misreads than there were actual reads. So I don't know, hopefully chip shots could be an issue today, but I purposely did an abbreviated warm-up, purposely didn't really come out here and practice or play at all in the past few days. Not that I had a whole lot of time anyways, so should be interesting. I've been basically, finally, by the end of that week, got used to and started liking my old clubs again. Now I'm gonna have to readjust, go back to my stock yardages here, and see how some of these play. So like I said, should be interesting. But as for today's video, we are playing Widder, I think Widder Station Golf and Country Club. This is in Thetford, Ontario, Canada, courtesy of the loyal subscriber by the name of Uneven Par. Shout out to you. He said, played this course earlier in the summer, about an hour away from me, should be a decent challenge. So based on what Uneven Par said there, and by the looks of the tee boxes, there was probably almost 10 different tee box options, and there was two different, I believe it was the blues, the two furthest back, and I picked the one with the highest rating and the highest slope. So we're gonna give it a go. And already a little bit of a lengthy intro. I try to remember things that I want to say before I get going, but we're gonna get started, do the rundown, and then I'll maybe talk about some of my trip as we're playing throughout here. So like usual, Garmin Approach R10, hopefully we don't get a whole lot of misreads. DIY level stand, Country Club Elite Mat, brand new Callaway Super Fast Ball, DIY stance mat, I don't know if I mixed that up. Country Club Elite Mat, DIY stance mat, brand new Callaway Super Fast Ball, 10x7 nets, and Home Tee Hero you're seeing on screen. So I think the irons will be alright. I am actually a little bit nervous because if you guys saw the Palmer Legends course, the scramble with Golf in the Village, is already up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Basically you'll see in that video, like I said, my old rocket blade clubs. I had 4-through pitching wedge like I used to have, and then I only had a old 52 that I used to have here down there. So I had one wedge beside, and I didn't even have a putter. I used my mom's starter set women's petite putter, which actually I rolled it decent, but I ordered, a couple days before I went down there, I ordered a $12, the cheapest basically wedge I can find online, 58 degree. So I had that down there, and I had an extra 3 hybrid down there, and then my old 5 hybrid, and then just my old that white RBZ driver. So all that to say, I'm a little bit nervous about the driver. You got used to it, and I actually started hitting it pretty well by the end of it, those days playing. But hopefully I don't sky anything and mess up this brand new Stealth 2 Plus. But all right, first shot. Go about there, I guess. Who knows? I was playing, it seems like a day-by-day kind of thing. Started off playing the fadey slice with my old driver. Then there was a period where I was drawing every ball, sometimes even overdrawing, then a period of two-way misses, etc. So I don't know exactly where this is going to go, but as long as I don't sky it and have a halfway decent swing on it. Alright, I didn't sky it. That was kind of a knuckly nosedivey, I think. A little bit of a hook left, but should be fine. It is very hot and humid. It feels like I'm almost back in Florida today. We'll take a look at that. 284. I think we were down a little bit. 103, 148. Actually decent contact for the 103 speed. I still think, like I've said in other videos, I think those numbers are a little bit low, but it is what it is. We're off. So All right, first swing down, we'll take that. As for the trip, every single day, we were in the Villages, which is basically near like Orlando. We flew into Orlando. We went Thursday to Thursday, got in late Thursday night, had some issues with the Uber and the ride over there, but we finally made it. I mentioned, I think in the scramble video, but I did, so we got in real late Thursday night. Friday we got up, we went to the driving range and we hit a few buckets of balls, getting used to our old clubs. Later on that day, once it cooled down a little bit, we went and played the 9-hole executive course, which is basically a par 3. Basically the executives there's levels 1 through 4, and all right, I'm gonna hit this, so this isn't gonna be a 2-hour long video. 91 up 1, so 92, going 48, we'll see. Basically there's levels 1 through 4 there, and the way they describe it is par 3s with the occasional par 4, so almost all the courses I played. Pushed it right, and here we go with the stupid misreads. Every course that I played pretty much there at the executives, it was either all par 3s, short par 3s. It was 8 par 3s and 1 par 4, or at the most I saw was 2 par 4s. But all right, take 2 with this, 91. That was thin. See if it registers. It's gonna have to get down probably. All right, that was really straight. I didn't push it as much. We'll take that. But basically, yeah, Friday night we played 9 at the executive. That was the only one that I didn't record, just because I wanted to, one, enjoy the first round with my dad, but I didn't know how busy it was going to be, if there was going to be people, if they were going to give me a tough time filming. Also didn't know that happened to be the worst condition course. They had just punched the greens and they were really sandy, so probably a good thing I didn't really record anyways. We didn't miss a whole lot. But every other day besides that, I played either, so let me see, I wrote them down. Well, I'll hit this tee shot. Second hole, so we're even through 1. Second hole, par 4, 301. I mean, I guess we're gonna go at it over here. So Friday was 9 holes. Saturday we played the scramble with Rick and Amy over at Golf in the Villages. That was 18, and I had borderline heat stroke by the end of it, so that was it for that day. Sunday I felt better, and I played 9 in the morning at the executive. That was basically my schedule. I would play in the morning, 9 holes at an executive, kind of wake up, loosen up a little bit for the day, and then usually later on in the afternoon, right around 3, 4 o'clock, my dad and I would go play either 9 or 18 at a championship course, which is basically what the Palmer Legend was. So the executives are the basically short par 3s, and then championships are almost all of them are 27-hole complexes that are, like, in my opinion, like world-class type of courses. All right, that was up the right side. Ooh, through the trees though, got a big bounce. Hit that pretty good. I did really miss my driver. This is still 2 when I was down there. All right, 33 yards, we're in the rough. So need another 3, so call it 36. I'm gonna go choke down 52 and basically play as close to I can as a 40-yard shot. I may have to hit this like 5 times with these misreads. I don't know what the deal is. It is very humid out, so I do have a theory that when there's moisture in the air, the Garmin doesn't love it, but holds it a little bit left, and we're gonna have to, this just takes you out of a round. All right. A little bit thinner, didn't hit that one as good, still same to the left, and still, it's frustrating because you come out here from day to day and I literally don't change anything. The Garmin is essentially in the same exact spot by like a quarter, like literally a fraction of an inch difference, if that. And the mats, everything's the same thing. I use the same balls, everything's the same. And some days it works great, other days like this, I'm gonna have to hit this shot like 5 times. like I've said, I don't love the idea of having to look back and make sure it's blinking, because that just takes you out of what you would usually do for a shot. But that might be closer to 50. All right, there it goes. Still left. Ooh, I came out short. All right. Well, we finished it. Was that a par? I think it was. Yeah, so basically my schedule was in the morning, I'd go play an executive course, and then afternoon would play 9 or 18 at a championship. So Saturday, golf in the Villages was 18 holes at the championship. Sunday I played 27, 9 in the morning at executive, and then 18 at night. Monday was, I think, 18, 9 and 9. Tuesday was 9 in the morning, and then I think it was like 16 holes because we got rained out for part of it, and then went back out after the rain was done, and then couldn't finish because it was so dark. Wednesday there was a tropical storm / hurricane, so everything was shut down. I didn't play then. And then Thursday we flew out that night, so we only had time for 9 holes at a championship in the morning. So that was the trip. A lot of golf, had a good time. Extremely hot. Guess we'll go there. A little bit low in the face. Up the left, we'll see. Looks like we got to work out. I do really miss. I didn't hit that particularly great. It's gonna work out. Only 257. I think it was up 7.2, so that was like a little over 260. But I do miss the pop off this driver face compared to my obviously over 10-year-old. That was that 2012 RBZ. I do miss that, and the controllability. A little bit of the shorter 3-wood shaft in here, but all right. Time for some actual irons now. This should be interesting. First time hitting any of these iron sets. So 132 up 1 should be, oddly enough, because it was so hot and humid down there too, I wasn't seeing crazy distances from like pitching wedge 9-8. They were actually pretty similar to these despite the loft differences. And then where I saw the bigger difference was like 4, I don't even have a 4 here, but 4, 5, 6, 7 really. That was where I saw a bigger discrepancy in the 2 sets of clubs. But let's see here, pitch and wedge. Hit that hard left, and I missed the green long left. Yeah. I did feel quicker today, and I took a bunch of swings. Obviously during that week of golf. That is a long pitching wedge right there, 147. I was doing that a couple times, pulling them coming long left on actual course, but that extra, I think this pitching wedge is 43 and a half. The pitching wedge down there was 45, so like a half a club. But that is, I don't know if I've seen 147 out of that pitching wedge in a while, which could be a good and a bad thing. Wasn't a great shot, but maybe distances are starting to creep up again. I'm getting a little bit quicker again, I don't know. Better technique. Alright, I'm gonna go with the stupid chip shots again. So we missed a green. That's gonna be a drop stroke. We gotta put this inside the inner circle for par. This is gonna be a longer video. My apologies for that, but I kind of got, we're 17 minutes in. I'll pick it up here a little bit. I kind of got across most of the things I was talking about. Basically, played a lot of golf, had a really good time. Hoping to go back sooner than later. And just trying to get back in the swing of things here, between everything I have going on and getting used to these these new old clubs, whatever you want to call them again. All right, 23, 10%, 2.3, so we need like 25. I'm gonna go 56. Hopefully I don't have to hit this 10 times to get it to register. It is really nice. That was decent too. Pulled that just a tad left, but that should have been pretty close to that number we were looking for. Pop that one up a little bit higher, still should be good, and we still can't get it to read. Number 3. Kind of drop kick that one. I don't know if any of you have any recommendations or ideas how I can have this not happen. I'm sure part of it is my waggle and my setup beforehand. I mean, that's how I hit the ball, and it hasn't been an issue in the past. I look back and the thing's blinking. There it is. Alright, inner circle. Those are actually all decent wedges. I was gonna say before those stupid misreads, I was gonna say it is pretty nice having a full set of wedges now. But it did make things a little bit easier, kind of decision-wise on course when I was playing in Florida, because I only had pitching wedge 52 and 58. So versus here, I got the pitching wedge 48, 52, 56, and 60. A little more, some more clubs to work with, but kind of somewhat complicates things a little bit versus I was either going higher or lower, and that was about it. 4th hole, par 4, still even. We're gonna go over here. I'm feeling a little bit ambitious. No shot we get 216, but that's the line we're taking. Trying to think. Still a little bit low in the face, but that was hit a little bit better. Up the left. That should be a good 275, I think, if we don't catch a tree or a bunker. 267. So yeah, basically, I think I played what I added up to 105, 106 holes of golf, something like that within a week, and that was with not playing the Thursday we flew in, only playing 9 the Thursday we flew out, and not being able to play at all on Wednesday for that tropical storm. So I recorded, like I said, everything besides that first 9 holes Friday night at the Executive anyways, but every other course besides that. So I think I made the decision. I'm going to stick with just the recent Florida content, kind of keep that all together, and follow up the scramble video, trying to do at least one on-course video a week until those are done, and ideally I want to get through all the other backlog of footage that I have from courses around here too, but possibly 2 a week depending. The Executives are going to be a little bit easier to edit, but we'll see. That's the plan. 74 yards, 10%, so another 7. We need 81. I'm gonna go 52. Basically, the best that I can, play about a 75-yard shot, and hopefully I don't come up drastically long or short. Pushed it a little bit right. I may need to get down a little bit. Wow. Okay. Or 16 yards short. Not sure about that, but I did swing pretty easy. Alright, got some work to do again. 16 yards, gonna go 60 in the rough, so another 1.6, 17.6. Should be about 15 if it registers, and it didn't. Hopefully I did a quick little 10-second testing the mic video before I plug this in. I really like these mics. I actually just ordered some newer ones last night that have better range, it should be, for the on-course videos. But the mics that I'm using right now, it's a 2-pack, basically like 2 mics so you can mic up 2 people together, and that should be decent, maybe a tad long, short. Alright, I don't know about those last two Garmin, but that's alright. We'll take the bogey. These same exact mics that I've been using out here for the past couple months, these are the ones that I brought to Florida and used, and I actually got caught in the rain on Wednesday playing that one championship at night. So the receiver into the phone and the phone that I was using and one of these mics got pretty wet. So I'm hoping there's no issues with any kind of malfunction from the water damage or anything, but I think we're alright. Fifth hole, par 5 or 1 over, 472. Alright, we're gonna steer clear of that water over there. But yeah, basically the plan is get back to playing and practicing out here, improving, trying to ramp up speed again, take advantage of the good weather. Hopefully that will be here for another month or two in New England for the summer, and then continue on with those Florida rounds. I'll get those edited up, and then still after that, not really a whole lot of a break. Want to get back to getting out the older footage that I have from on course around here. Should be a draw, maybe even closer to a hook, but yeah, we're fine. Low on the face, but still 260 something down the middle. Did we get 270? 275. A lot of rollout in the old fairways here within the Home Tee Hero app, but not going to hear me complaining. Trying to think. So that's basically what happened. Besides playing golf, obviously most days I just played golf pretty much all day, and then went home, showered, and ate in between. Kind of rested. All right, second shot here. Par 5. Second shot into this one. 213 up 2, so 215. I'm gonna go 5 iron. Usually I play. This would actually be perfect for that 4 iron that I had down in Florida, but I think if I hit this really good, this 5 iron, especially how I'm feeling a little bit quicker right now, probably honestly closer to a 225, 230 club. So this may be too much club if I hit it really good, but I don't think the 6 iron, which I usually play it to about 205, I mean 6 actually might be a better, yeah, we're gonna go 6. 6 might be a better club, because if I hit it 205 and I'm feeling a little bit quick, usually I play this at 205, and just a little bit quick, if I hit one good, I could probably get 210, and that should put us on the green. Nope. Should have hit the 5. That was heavy and left. Oh well. Alright, we're in the bunker, 30 yards up 1, 20%. So, this doesn't look like a super deep bunker by the looks of it. I've been finding a pattern of how deep some of the bunkers look. Comes out a little bit softer than others, but this doesn't look too bad. So 31, and then 20% is going to be 6. So I need right around 40. I'm going to go, again, that choke down 52. Basically 35, 40 yards is right in between. Could play I'm comfortable with 25 to 30, even 35 with that 56. Closer to 40. I don't know. The 52 just seems like control the flight a little bit more, play it a little bit lower. I might need to go a little bit. Wow. That came out really soft, but I knew as soon as I hit that I didn't put enough on it. Good read there from Garmin. Bad shot, good read. I think the biggest difference is for one, those grooves on my old clubs are really worn down, and the lofts, obviously. These are basically across the bag, at least a half a club. Some of the clubs are a whole club stronger in lofts, these compared to my other ones, but I think the other ones they were still game improvement irons, but they were closer. I would say these are like definitely game improvement, and I would say those rocket blades that I had down there were basically in between like these and like P790s. So right in between like a game improvement and player's distance, there was a little bit less bounce on the club, so a little bit thinner, and it seems like I catch these a little bit heavier, especially on these mats. That's what I'm experiencing so far. But 6th hole, par 3, 2 over, 191 down 3, so should be a good 7-iron distance if I can hit it. What I hope to do is eventually, ideally sooner than later, but I really want the P790, so hopefully I can get a little bit thin towards the heel. That's probably going to be maybe just a tad short right. Go. Alright, we got to bounce on. I hit it halfway decent. It was just a little bit low, a little bit off the heel. I could feel that was going to be a little bit spinny short right, but hopefully sooner than later. I do really want the P790s. I mean, they're super expensive. They're like $1,500, whatever they are, but I would like the P790s and then have these brought down to Florida so I could use these down there, and then obviously the P790s up here. But 7th hole, par 4, 285 down 3 right there. I wanted to go after that one. That's not very good. That might be tree trouble. That was very low, very left. And ironically, maybe not so much, very low and left on the club face. Worst driver swing by far so far. Alright, see if we can make up for this. 128. I mean, honestly, at this point, this is more uneven par. I appreciate the suggestion. This isn't exactly an easy course, but this is almost more of like an update video of what's been going on between the trip. I'm not exactly as focused as I should be right here, but I mean, we're still 2 over, so maybe the back 9 I'll shut up a little bit and actually focus on hitting some better shots. But 128 up 1, 10% is going to be another, call it 13, so 129, 139. All right, I'm going. Despite just hitting, basically we need like, was it like 142 I think? Despite just hitting 147-yard pitching wedge or whatever I just did, I'm going to go choke down 9-iron because I don't think that was an anomaly type shot that I pulled it left and it went long. Going choke down 9, trying to get 140, 145 out of it. And it might also be long left. I hit it pretty good. Wow, really? Don't know about that. .27. I feel like there's been a few misreads here, but I don't want to dog on and harp on it too much, just because I've been playing for I haven't picked up a club in a week, and the week before that, obviously, like I said, I was playing with an old set of clubs, so that very well, these could be accurate reads. I don't know. It seems like they're a little bit off, but it is what it is. Can't take it back anyway, so 27 yards, 10%, basically another 3, so 30 yards. Should be a good 56 number here. Should be pretty close. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this a couple times. I was gonna say that should be pretty close to 25 or 30 by the feel of that one, but looks like we're gonna have a couple chances at it. That one could be closer to 35. Land soft, land soft. Alright. A little bit long, that was actually. Alright, that was a little bit more in line with what I was thinking there. So that was what, low 30s on the distance there, and it landed soft like it usually does on the green. So maybe the old Garmin R10 over here is getting the cobwebs off after a week off. So 2 over through 7, 8th hole, par 3. I'm gonna grab some Gatorade real quick. Take a look at where are we at. 34. All right, this is gonna be a long one. This is probably gonna be over an hour. So my apologies for people that don't like watching long ones, and you're in for a treat if you like the longer style ones. Back now will be quicker. I'm pretty much trying to think. Nothing really like odd or super funny or strange happened while I was down there. It's basically just, like I said, golf, food, and sleep. Alright, 159. We're gonna go 9-iron. Usually play this to about 155. That's gonna be short right. That was high and spinny right. Bad shot, good read. How come it's the ones that I don't hit great that Garmin always picks up? Dead on accurate. That was probably exactly what happened right there, because I've had this shot. I had that shot a few times while I was in Florida. Just especially those executives, if I had like a spinny one like this short, or I can even think of 2 times I was just watching that scramble video. This is basically the exact thing that happened. Spinny short right, and have about 20-30 yards into a green. Obviously, if you can get up and down and you can have a decent wedge shot and putt, we made it work, and I made it work on my solo rounds, but not exactly ideal with a 9-iron in your hand to miss it by 25 yards. But 25 up 1 for 26. 10% will be, call it another 2.5. So what is that? There was a worm crawling on my phone. Just shy of 30. We're gonna go 56. Probably have to hit this 5 times again. Pulls it a little bit. Ooh, got it on the first try. Alright. Gonna be a bogey. Another reason, so basically I'm doing this subscriber requested course, and then I did a whole lot more golfing than working out for that week of vacation that I was down in Florida. So I'm doing the 3rd video of the Buff Bogey series after this, but I figured it'd be a good one because I would at least play this first and play, if I could, halfway decent golf for this subscriber one for uneven par, and then after that, with still getting used to my old clubs again and probably feeling fatigued, I'm gonna do the that Buff Bogey series again. So basically it's the 10 push-ups for every stroke over par every single hole, so that should be interesting after this one. 9th hole, par 5, 3 over, 475. Let's actually hit a good tee shot here, shall we? Alright, that was hit harder up the right side, but I don't know if it's going to come back a whole lot. Looks like it's trying a little bit. Kind of just a straight ball up the right, but I hit that halfway decent. Take that all day long. 286, why can't I do that every time? Alright, see if we can get a stroke back here if we hit this green. We got water right, so I'm going to aim just a tad left middle of this green. 208, so 20, and it's 207 actually, down 4 right there. So I'm going to go 6. I'll probably muscle up and get the 7 there, but better closer to a 6-iron number. Let's see if I can actually hit this halfway decent. Oh, thin, low, and left, and I aim left too. That's gonna miss the green. Probably not crazy off of pin high distance, maybe even a little bit, yeah, long 222, because that was so thin, but trying to correct, avoid, or at least somewhat manage those, especially the long irons, the misses right, the slicey, across the ball, over the top, spinny, losing them to the right shots. That one I closed it down too much and missed it left, so if there's such a thing as a good miss, I guess that was it. But alright, 24 down to 22 plus another 2.4, so back up to 24. Gonna go 56. Play as close as I can here as a 25-yard shot. Please read. That should be decent. That's frustrating. I was dead straight. High launch on it. That should have been pretty close to the number. I had a chance to go in my opinion. See if I can do that again. That was hit pretty much exactly. I don't know if that was going to go in or not, but that was pretty much exactly what I was trying to do. That wasn't as good. That'll still be fine if it reads. Alright. 2 halfway decent shots, all things considered. First one would have been better, but birdie. Alright, we got one back. I promise this back now will be a little bit quicker. For those of you that are still watching, I appreciate it. 40 minutes for 9 holes. Alright, let's see if we can play this in 20 minutes. Speed golf. Here we go. Onto the back 9. 2 over through 9. 10th hole, par 5. 476. Aim right up there. Basically, yeah, put a bow on it. Florida trip was great. Had a lot of fun. Played a lot of golf, and you guys should be on the lookout for at least one on-course video. It was hit relatively hard, but that's going to be pretty far left. At least one Florida on-course video per week, if not 2, for the next probably month, maybe month and a half. And then, like I said, I gotta do a better job of working my way through the footage I have from here too, from on-course rounds. 215 down 1, 10% is gonna be another 21, 22. So 214 plus 20 is 234. We'll try the 5. Probably better idea to hit the 4 hybrid, but I'm afraid that'd be too much club. We're gonna see if I can actually hit a 5 iron. Thin and right. Alright, I think we're luckily clear of these trees, so 45, 10%, another 4.5, so need right around 50, going 52. Distance control hasn't been great, really, since I got these wedges all year, let alone I might have to get down. Wow, really? I mean, it's a decent shot, but yeah, distance control hasn't been great since I got these wedges in the first place, basically all year. And now, let alone going from the other wedges back to these again. Feels even more foreign than they have been, which isn't great, but alright, 11th hole, par 3, 133, down 2, so we need 131. basically in between 48 and pitch and wedge. Usually play that 48 to about 125, but I'm gonna go pitch and wedge, and hopefully I just don't get 147 yards out of it again. Hit it just a little bit better. Should be better, maybe a little bit spinny right, but all right, we will take that all day long. Better shot there. One thing that I did do, I kind of carried it over before I went on that trip. I was working on keeping the club face more shut or square on the takeaway, a bigger, slower turn, and then the release. Still kind of, I brought some of that to Florida, but mainly what was working well for me, it seemed like in Florida, took a little while just to get used to the alignment and playing strictly on course versus going back and forth between here and on course. But basically just kind of opening up my stance and aiming either at the target or slightly left of it, and then kind of just twisting my body, shoulders and hips, kind of presetting my body out to the right, and then really not even focusing as much on that release and the huge turn, just keeping the club face just a tad more kind of out in front of me, and have the club face either, depending on, I don't know, to me it seems really close, but it's probably just more square, basically just the club face looking at the ball. And I was hitting some that were, I mean, all over the flag. Distance control was here and there, but that kind of reminded me that's what I did there, and it worked out pretty well. That was pretty similar to some of the executive shots that I had. 12th hole, par 4, 2 over, 292 right there. As long as we can clear this tree. Struck it all right, up the right side. Don't know if it's going to come back a whole lot. Just kind of a straight, almost block out to the right, but 269, we'll take it. 123 left, I think we're in the rough. 10% is going to be, what, another 12? So that puts us at 133, 135. Should be a good pitch and wedge number again. Hoping I can save some decent shots for this. The next video that I'm going to do right after this, the buff bogey, so I'm not doing 150 push-ups, but... Oh. I should have just hit the ball. I was talking too much over it. That's horrendous. I went through the pre-shot routine I usually did, got ready to pull the trigger, hit the ball, decided to say one more thing, reset, and then I go and do that. 18 yards. Basically we need 20 with the rough. Going 60. That was dumb. Kind of drop kicked it. It's probably going to be closer to 15 if it reads, but we'll see. Ooh. Take that. There is more shade back here now compared to when I first came out here, what, I guess almost an hour ago, so maybe the R10 doesn't seem like there's as many mysteries. Maybe the little bit of shade, a little bit cooler. I don't know. Alright, 2 over. Despite kind of being not exactly fully focused with this round, still got a halfway decent score. This looks like a rather challenging tee shot though. We got trees all over the place. We got a narrow fairway. So basically we got to put one out there. That was really bad. Yep. That was, I think I was staying too far away from that. That was high on the face, off the heel. that usually doesn't happen. That's a tough spot of the driver to hit, but we're in play. 297 left. All right, I'm gonna play this smart. I'm going 4 hybrid. Haven't hit 3 wood in what, 2 weeks now, at least. I kind of went away from that a little bit before I left anyways, so we're gonna go right there. We're going 4 hybrid. I was hitting the 3 hybrid down there and the 5 hybrid halfway decent. A little bit fadey up the right, but struck it halfway decent. Remember, that's going to be, I don't know how far, we had a long way to the hole. It's probably going to be 20-30 yards short of what I actually hit that, but we're at 205, probably hit that 235, 240 maybe. All right, 92 down 1. Going back to the old 48. Let's see if we can fly something in there, right around 90 yards. It is nice. I missed this club probably more than anything down there, besides the driver, but it was tough going from just 52 to pitching wedge. I had to, basically it was only 50 to 75 yards with that 52. Everything else up to about 140. 140 was creeping into maybe choke down 9 range with those clubs, but like 135 down to basically 75 was just pitching wedge. It was just one club, and I had to either, obviously, you know, adjust what I was doing with it, but we'll see. Might be short right. And it is short right, but we're on the green. Not super unpleased about that swing. Kind of blocked it a little bit out to the right, but that's kind of where I need to start, and I just need to release the club a little bit more to have it come back. All right, 14th hole, par 3. Let's see how we're doing on time. 51, all right. I don't know if we're gonna finish this in 9 minutes, but we'll see. Par 3, we got water. 2 over, 124 down 2, so 122, going 48. And I'm probably gonna hit. All right, we got water short and right. So I'm gonna aim just, I'll leave it right there, and I'm probably just gonna hit it pretty full. Usually hit this about 125. Gonna hit it pretty full just to make sure we get over that water short. Hold it a little bit left, struck it halfway decent though. I may actually be long left. Coming back, get down, 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 down. All right. Decent enough shot. Fifteenth hole, par 4, so we got 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't know if we're playing 4 holes in, at this point, probably 7-8 minutes, but it'll be just over an hour. I feel somewhat obligated when I come out here. One, if I don't say anything, I'm just out here playing by myself, and it's not going to be very interesting for you guys to watch, so I gotta think of something to talk about. But playing all these videos now, I feel almost obligated. If anything fun or exciting or eventful like that Florida trip happened in my golf life, I feel like I gotta remember what I said when the last time I came out here, and remember all the highlights and stuff that happened in between, and remember to tell you guys every time I come out here and fill you in. Off balance, weird swing. We'll see what happens. Start up the right. I don't know if it's going to come back a whole lot. Yeah, kind of just a block out to the right. That was almost more of a slice. .261. Not great, not terrible. Alright, 105 in the rough. So 115. Gonna be choked down, controlled, 48. Basically like a 75% 48 here. Oh, I caught it heavy and left it out to the right. That's going to have to go. Go, 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 go. That's exactly what happened on that one. Thought I might get lucky and catch the front side of the green, but we are in the bunker. 29, up 1 to 30. And then this one looks like a little bit steeper. Basically what I do is I look at the lip. You see how the lip, you can almost see like the darker shadow along the lip? This looks like a deeper one, so I think it's going to come out even softer. So 30, 20% would be 36. I think it's honestly going to play closer to like 45. So going 52. Alright, do it again. That may have been a touch too hard. Anyways, that was probably going to be, I mean, all depends. A little bit of a guessing game how it's going to come out of this bunker, but that was probably closer to, pulled that a little bit, probably closer to 50. I'm looking more towards 40, 45. Hit that a little bit easier, but not much. That would have been similar. Who knows, those both could have been good. Now, third time, I'm starting to second guess myself. Rather be able to just hit the shot once, try to do what I'm trying to do, and get the immediate feedback of what I did. And then I do that. That'll probably register. Yep. Gotta love it. Sit. Sit. Alright. I scolded the you-know-what out of that, and that's still, obviously no putting. It landed soft, but that came out real soft out of there. That was a skull job. If I do that, this next video, I'm gonna be doing a lot of push-ups. 16th hole, par 4. Yeah, so no shot. We're going. We can't do that. So we're going there. We can maybe cut the corner just a tad. 214 right there, down 2. We're gonna go 6. Should probably, honestly, if I was on course, I would probably pull the 7, just for a little bit extra loft, feel a little bit more comfortable with it. But this is kind of a practice type scenario with the simulator, so struck it pretty good. I just left it out a little bit to the right. May cut the corner though pretty good. Not the shot we were looking to play, but I hit that decent, like I said. And 203. Obviously, that one, slicey fade one, gonna be spinnier, not go quite as far, but 203, that's right where I would expect that. 95 down 4. Another controlled choke down 48. Should be a little bit better there. Actually, maybe closer to 100, but should be straighter. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Either I'm just completely off with how I'm feeling on these, or that was another slight misread. That one, I thought that was going to be long, and we came up 15 yards short. Thought it was going to be 15 yards, or 10 yards long. I don't know about that, but I did swing. I'm trying to let the club do the work. I don't know. 15 yards, 10%, so we need about 17 and a half, going 60. Wow. And I swipe across and hit it off the hosel. At least that one, that was horrendous. At least that one, we got lucky and it didn't register. So, didn't think I would have to be chipping anyways, but from a chip like that, I guess we benefited at least once out of a no read. That was horrendous. Standing too far away from the ball, not focusing, swipe across it and hit it off the hosel. That went to the right of the net. Could be better. A little bit left, but there is no comparison, and I am missing the ability to go out and play 9 to 27 holes in a day on course. Just that ball, being able to see the ball flight and adjusting from that is so much better versus, obviously, this is better than not playing, clearly, but only seeing the ball flight into the net and kind of guessing and hoping the R10 picks it up right and wondering if maybe you hit it long, maybe you hit it short, what actually happened. There's no second guessing and no doubting on course either. It happens, I mean, unless you get an unlucky bounce, but whatever you did, that's exactly what happened. So still though, first round back, we're 3 over through 16, 17th hole, par 4. There's some tough layouts these last couple. 251, we got water and we got trees over here. So I can't even, I would like to go there, but those trees, we get a little risky, folks? Probably not. That's dumb. 225 right there. 205 there. I'm gonna go 6 again. I was baiting blasting driver over there, but that might be wet. Alright. That was a chunk pull left. Luckily, we're dry. Not very good, but we're in play. I was just about to say before that, I was going to do the driver and get a little risky, but I already feel myself getting a little bit frustrated with some of these shots I've been hitting and some of the reads. I don't need to spiral and hit a stupid shot like that and gamble, and then I go and do that, so it's funny sometimes. But we're going for this. So 132, up 133, and we're in the rough, so another 13 on top of that, so 143, 146. Going 9. I'm gonna do about 75%. Another chunk pull left. That's frustrating. At least it's not a slice, but this is the two-way miss now. It's either a spinny slice to the right or a chunk pull left. Where's the happy middle ground? Bogey? Wow, that was, what did we get, a +3 out of that? Alright, 18th hole, par 4. Let's blast a driver right down the pipe and atone for our sins a little bit here. Actually, maybe not. I'm still hitting driver, but this is asking to be in the water. That river is very unfortunately placed distance-wise. But if I super blast one, we might get over it, and if I somewhat mishit it on accident, we may come up just short of it. But I'm gonna try to just hit it good, and we'll see what happens. If I go in the water, I go in the water. Well, didn't hit it great, so that should be short of it. Jeez. I don't know if it was that bad, but that definitely wasn't great. That was definitely low and left. 148, I don't know about that, but alright, well, we didn't have water in play off of that tee shot, now we do. So to the green we have 255, and because we're in the rough, that's going to be an extra 25 yards on top of that, so what is that, 280? I'm going to go 4 hybrid and hopefully get over that water. Heavy and right. but we'll see. Alright, we're over. Strained out a little bit. Not the best strike in the world. That was only 196 plus the 25. That wasn't very good because I hit that so heavy, but it's really all we needed. Not breaking any course records out here today, but 4 over. It is what it is. Next one should be interesting, like I said, with all the push-ups. Shirt's already almost soaking wet, so 60 yards, up 1 in the fairway. Go 52. See if I can actually get a distance right. We'll see. Alright, I'll take that. Put a little bit extra on that one. I still tried to swing pretty easy, but was leaving the other one short, or at least that's what the R10 said, so put a little bit extra on that. It's funny, today, maybe just from playing with the other clubs, I was coming up a little bit short. Again, I think there might have been a couple misreads in there, but it seemed like before, for the past like few weeks, even a couple months, I was coming up long on a lot of those wedges, so I don't know. But from Widder, Widder Station Golf and Country Club in Thetford, Ontario, Canada. Again, courtesy of the loyal and faithful, awesome subscriber by the name of Uneven Par. Shout out to you. Again, he said he played this course earlier in the summer. It's about an hour away from him. Should be a decent challenge, and it wasn't exactly the easiest course. We made our way around with not the best focus in the world, just on solely golf. More of a kind of an update video, like I said. But 5 over 77, kept it under 80, 38 on the front, 39 on the back. Only 1 birdie across all the holes. The rest were pars and bogeys. Not horrendous. Fairways, I hit driver better at the beginning. Last couple I was kind of losing some focus and consistency, but 5 out of 14, want to be at least 7. 9 out of 18, at least that's 50%, we'll take that. And then 32 putts, a little bit on the high side, want to be closer to like 1.5, but it is what it is. 77, 5 over. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys, like I said, by the time this actual video, this simulator video comes out, definitely I already posted the scramble video with golfing the villages. Go check that out. Go check out his video on his channel. Like and subscribe, do all those things. And by the time this actual simulator video comes out, I'm hoping I have at least another 1 or 2 more Florida on-course vlogs out there. So that's the deal. That's the plan. I'm sticking to it. We're gonna play one more, do the buff bogey, get some push-ups in here, and go recover, call it a day. I have plans to play on course around here in 2 days. So most likely gonna do some push-ups, take tomorrow off, and then play the day after that on course. But like always, appreciate everyone watching. Hopefully you stuck with me through this longer video. Apologize for the all the talking and whatnot at the beginning, but if you watch the next one after this, the buff bogey, it'll definitely be a lot more heavy breathing, a lot less talking, a lot more push-ups. So yeah, anyone else that has any requests, like I usually say, just give me the name of the course, the location down in the comments like Uneven Par did, and then preferably just as simple as a sentence or two of why you want me to play it. But this has been long enough. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.